Hey, goedemorgen. I hope that was okay. Thanks, Martin, for submitting that one. And hola, ¿cómo estás, Santiago? Desde Uruguay. ¿Cómo estás? Thanks, Santiago, for submitting yours as well. And I need to practice my Australian accent, maybe for the next video. In this video, I'll cover the top 10 gear that I used on my day-to-day job, as well as my video making equipment, some of it that I use on this channel. This may well end up being a two-part video, but let's see how we go. Like many of you, I've been stuck at home trying to juggle work, homeschooling, and my personal life as well. So all from home, and sometimes from this very spot, from this single spot, like millions of people around the world. So with Black Friday in mind, I've put together a list of the top 10-ish items that you might want to take advantage of in general. As always, guys, I have put a link to everything I discuss in this video down below in the description. And if I mention pricing, please take that as at the time of recording, as I'm not able to guarantee the exact price, right? So if you're watching this in 2025, I'm afraid you missed out. Okay, so first up, I want to cover what I use pretty much every day. I will start with lighting. Especially in the winter months, it's super important for me, but for everybody, to have good ambient lighting. It's such a big thing for me. I've been an early adopter of Hue Philips, and it's a classic buy on Black Friday. I always, without fail, buy one or two of these bulbs every Black Friday, and they're usually quite pricey. So absolutely recommend that you take a look at them now. And by themselves they're good. When you combine the Philips Hue bulbs with accessories like motion sensor, or you get the some of the light strips that they sell as well, and you combine them with things like a smart plug and Amazon Echo, which we'll talk about it in a minute as well, that's when these bulbs become great. So let's talk about the TP-Link. This I think this guy I bought about 2 years ago, and you can get every Black Friday they'll be on an amazing deal on Amazon. I've already seen there's a deal right now on this Black Friday for 2 of these, so just get on it. These are amazing. Even this 2-year-old, they're still very good. And that's when you start to get really clever with your lighting, with the things. You can program your Amazon Echo to respond to something like let's get to work, and it turns your lighting to work mode. And you can say things like bedtime, and you will switch off the lights and turn on some external lights, for example. There's loads you can do in that home automation, combining bulbs, Amazon Echo, and other devices. What I love to say, especially at this time of the year, is to say, turn Christmas on, and have all your Christmas lights to come on. And you can set a schedule as well, so that you turn them on and off at the time that you want. It's fantastic, so useful. Yes, and that was definitely a shot of my house. Sure. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, I'll be very brief. If you're liking this video, if you like my content, it will be great if you could subscribe to the channel. I've got lots more content coming up. I've got PlayStation 5 content coming up. I've got full review of the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Got lots more content on audio, video, all the gear that helps me produce video for this channel, but also the stuff that helps me in my day-to-day stuff. So it'd be great if you could be part of my journey and subscribe to the channel. Let's crack on. I also have these aperture lights. They are fantastic. These things, probably the best purchase I've made for my kind of YouTube video making stuff. But they can also be used, as you can see, they've got a plug, a standard. So they've got this standard sort of E27, I think, that you can connect to any light fitting in your home. Sometimes you have to buy an adapter to a B22, I think. Again, I'll put all the links in the description, no problem at all. But they are, for most people, just using as a smart bulb, that's plenty good. And I'd say that they're a little bit better than the Philips Hue, because as you can see, I'm not plugging them into anything. It's got an internal battery, so that's a major advantage. You can do lots of cool things. There's effects on it, and there's some really cool stuff that you can do with it. Right, then the next one is one that I use every single day. I'm in conference calls for at least 5 hours a day. I'm not joking. One thing that really annoys me is bad sound. You're typically on a work laptop, so the sound quality isn't great anyway, and people are speaking into that same poor quality microphone of that laptop. So all you're getting is this really poor sound for hours on end every single day. It's really not good. At the end of the day, I've got a headache, I'm so tired. So I decided to invest in this little microphone. So what that does is obviously more of a benefit to people listening to me. But on the other hand, I've actually influenced some other people at work to buy them as well. So what happens is, eventually you get the people that you're most connected with doing the same, and all of a sudden sound quality improves and everything is a lot better. And I wish eventually that every single office just would give that to employees as a part of a standard kit. I've had many people ask me actually, how come your sound quality is so good? So when you're presenting something at work, this is the other major benefit for me, and you really want to put your points across. I don't really speak very loudly. I've got quite a low voice when I'm talking. I've got a dodgy accent as well, if you haven't noticed that already. So this really adds a little bit of an edge for me to make myself even clearer when I'm talking. And for you, it'll help you stand out a little bit from everybody else. So lighting and sound, really important on your conference calls, but also just for your well-being. Oh yeah, they come in a white and a black version as well, and there's loads of little hacks you can do. As I'm talking to you, I'm holding this, and you can see it's in a little clip that doesn't come with this. It's one of my hacks that I've got full video on this, guys. One of my first videos in the channel that I'll put the link in as well for you. In essence, there's so much you can do with this, and it's very affordable. Coming in white and a black, and I'm really hoping that there's a deal on it for Black Friday. I might gift that to one of my colleagues at work. Oh yeah, not to mention that you can connect this to your mobile phone as well. So you don't need to connect to a work laptop, and that's the only thing that it works with. It works with cameras, it works with smartphones and iPads. So you're gonna get better sound. Sometimes you just want to record yourself as well to then play back some, for whatever reason. It might be notes, might be important things that you want to do, or it might be for a podcast or something like that. There's lots of good use cases for this, and it's, for that price, it's tiny. The battery lasts forever. I can't go on anymore. This thing is a must buy. Right, let's talk about monitors, screens. That's another thing that everyone uses every single day, right? Who doesn't use a screen these days? So before I go into the actual monitors, there's something here that I've had in my shopping basket for ages, and I'm just waiting for a deal to come on, and I'm pretty sure there will be one in this Black Friday. It's a monitor stand riser, which comes with a 4-port USB 3.0, which is not the fastest, but it's good enough. It's tempered glass. I just love how versatile it can be. I actually don't use my monitor on a stand right now, but I had enough of my conference calls again, the angles being straight up my nostrils, and I just love how it elevates the angle a little bit on my laptop, so that it's just enough so that you can get a better angle on your video calls. It just helps you again in your work to have a better image of yourself when you're talking to your colleagues and when you're presenting something. And unlike my current one, which is just this glass thing here, it's good enough, and it does the job of elevating the angle. I need something that actually charges my devices, and it helps me with my cable management as well. So down below in the description, I'll put 2 links, one for the glass with the 4 USB ports for charging as well, and a black one that actually has wireless charging as well. So again, if you've got a phone that supports that, you can just place it there next to your monitor. It's within your reach, and it's again more convenience. It just looks different. I like the glass one, and my trade-off is I don't get the wireless charging, but I've got the blessed MagSafe, which I love and hate. But yeah, anyway, another video on that one. Right, so the first option I've got on the monitors is a 34-inch Samsung ultra-wide LED monitor. So this is, at the moment, approximately 250. It's mostly for working from home, right? So if you're working on Excel spreadsheets all day, maybe the occasional gaming, not really for a lot of hours gaming, this is a fantastic option. 34 inches. It is a big boy, but it's a great deal right now, so I definitely recommend you take a look at that. If you do a lot of gaming, then you might want to look at higher refresh rates, which brings me to, it's actually the best of both worlds, because you can use it for gaming, perhaps not at the highest end, because there will be better ones out there, but I do recommend you take a look at the Asus deal right now. Great 144 Hz refresh rate, fantastic for gaming. Is it the best out there? Probably not, but you can get, for example, 200 Hz monitors out there, but that's nearly 2K, if not more. Looking at some of the reviews, I mean, you got to take these reviews with a pinch of salt. Being a tech reviewer myself, I like to do a lot of the research before I say anything to you. You will have to do some color calibration to, out of the box, the colors aren't great, but that should be true for any monitor, because every computer you connect it to will have a different color profile. But once you've done that, they will look brilliant. There's lots of good reviews out there, and I'm maintaining myself to get one of those to use as a dual monitor. With this one, you can do video editing as well, audio editing, work and gaming, and I think that's, if you want the best of both worlds, check this one out. It's a really good deal right now. Right, let's talk about headphones. I have a thing for headphones. I've always loved the Bose Quiet Comfort, for example, the in-ear and on-ear. I did a lot of traveling for work in the past, and I still use them to this day. They used to be the gold standard for noise cancelling. They are really comfortable. Like I said, I still use them today, but nowadays there are so many more options, and plenty that are actually better from a spec point of view. For example, the first one I think it's a decent deal right now is the Sony XM3. You must have heard about it before if you looked at noise cancelling headphones. It's only 10% cheaper right now, but still a great deal because it's a fantastic pair of headphones. Yes, the XM4 have been released, which might be a good thing because the XM3 might come down even further, and for the quality and the specs that you get with that headphone, it's just a great option to look at if you're considering a noise cancelling headphone. The second one is also from Sony, but a much more affordable option and 25% cheaper at the time, so really good. This one is actually a real steal. I bought this myself once when we went on holiday and I actually forgot my Bose, so I just had to buy something in a hurry, and I was really pleased with it, pleasantly surprised with the quality. For the price they are at the moment, why not? You know, if you don't want to spend more than 100, then this is a great one to consider. And talking about headphones, I also recommend you take a look at these options for a stand. I went for a very lightweight bamboo and metal option. Some people prefer to put them under the desk or on the side of the desk. That's a preference thing. But if you go for a premium pair of headphones, if you want to kind of enjoy them, I think sometimes they deserve to be on display, but it doesn't stop you getting the ones that clip under your desk. So there's a few options here. I'm going to put the link in the description for you as well. But also if you're into the under the desk option or the side option, there's a couple of links as well for the great deals that I found. That actually I'll probably get one as well, because I might have then two options. I can keep one pair of headphones under the desk, which is my wireless one, and then have the wired headphones that I use for video editing on my desk, and it's a more premium sort of, looks kind of cool. Right, we're flying through this. Mouse, such a tiny thing, but such an important part of your setup. I can't recommend this enough. You just have to get it. Again, normally quite pricey, but if you get it at a discounted price, this is a dog's bollocks. Enough said. Link down below. You're welcome. Shall I talk a bit more about it? I don't know what to say. They're fantastic. They've been, I mean, there's a video on Logitech's website that you can watch by some virgin angels. I don't know. It's fantastic. I would definitely recommend. I can't recommend this enough. They are fantastic. Yes, pricey, but it's Black Friday. Go for it. And here's another one that I use every single day, multiple times a day, and every time I use it, I'm glad I've spent the money to get it. This is the Samsung portable SSD T5. The link is actually for the T7 because the T5 is not on the deal. The good news is the T7, same sort of storage as 1 terabyte, but it's got USB 3.2 and it's got better security because it offers fingerprint security. You have lots of images, audio files, videos. You're gonna need a couple of these. There's that peace of mind that there's no moving parts. It's very small. There's actually a bit of a hack. I applied some Velcro at the back, so I just plug it to the back of my laptop and it's constantly connected to my laptop through a very small USB-C cable. The transfer speeds on this is just incredible. Can't recommend this enough. It's about 30% off at the moment, so just get it. There's a ton of gear that helps me every day that I could talk about, but I'm going to keep this to about 10 items. I'll end the video with these two. So this is the HomePod Mini from Apple, and this is the Amazon Echo. I'm really struggling not to say because I know it will trigger a lot of your home devices, but you know who I mean. I've got a love-hate relationship with her, and as I said earlier, when you connect your smart bulbs and you start using this with your car and things like that, there's plenty of stuff that you can do. I will do a full video that I've already started comparing these two. There's good and bad about both, as always, but I think you will like it. But for Black Friday, definitely look at the Amazon Echo devices. It's, again, they're usually quite expensive, but they're going for like $30 in the US. You can get one of these and a smart bulb, a deal for under $30 at the moment. So again, at the time of recording, don't take this as a guarantee of price. I don't do that, and I'll probably be done by Amazon as well. So don't forget to subscribe, as I will be doing my home studio / home office setup soon. I've got a standing desk installed here. I've got some sound panels that I want to discuss as well. There's loads of gear, loads of stuff that really helps me. So hit that button if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.
Nowadays, nothing really is ice. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinking, she icy. Freeze, photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no photos. Hit the door and the door man just